Welcome on in,
Well,
ladies and
I thought I was going to be doing the intro. You go for
I did. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to the ninth episode of the Beers, Beards, and Bullshit podcast. I am Beers.
I'm Beards.
I'm bullshit.
Today we're going to be talking about something you wish they talked more about in entertainment. But first, a quick word from our sponsor.
We're sponsored today by this shameless self-plug for The Hope in Oblivion, presented by Grimmhourproductions. They'll be available on Amazon probably by the time that this goes to live. It's a romantasy story written about a soldier being cursed with immortality and falling in love with death all over again. It is something that's been a year in the making, and it is now finally real and happening as we speak. So, if you want to support the podcast, if you want to support us here, go ahead and check that out to see what else we're working on in the background. And today's topic, as stated before, was of course, what do you wish people spoke about more in the entertainment industry, Twitch included? And so, which one of us would like to go first?
I am going to bow out of this one, mostly because
I
the stuff I want
would
to talk
like-
about is very fucking, not talked about. So I'll let you guys start first.
Fair.
I really like the imposter syndrome that no one seems to really know or talk about. I don't know the true definition of imposter syndrome, but I think the general census is you're afraid or
So,
You're-
imposter syndrome is the idea
Psychological
that
pattern where individuality or individuals doubt their accomplishments and have persistent, often intense fear of becoming or being exposed as a fraud despite evidence of their competence.
Okay, and I feel like that's a pretty big thing because people underplay their accomplishments and what they do, and they don't think they're doing a good job when it shows they are actively doing a good job. And I think that's a huge problem that people are downplaying. Personally, at least, I believe that's something that isn't ever talked about or really noticed as much.
I could dig that, yeah.
See, I don't know if you'd call that imposter syndrome, but for me, I don't look at my accomplishments as, oh, I did this thing. I look at it as I did what I was supposed to do. It's nothing special. Keep going. There's no reason to stop and look at it. So I don't know what that would fall under.
That's probably something along the line of, I would say something close to fear of introspection, where essentially you don't want to look too close behind the curtain because you're like, oh shit, I don't want to look there because I'm afraid of what I'm going to find.
Okay. Akamar's getting fucking right up in the bedroom. I can hear him.
But that's kind of my whole look on that, is if you don't necessarily have to be a part of something large to have imposter syndrome, but it's definitely one of those things of, if it's on you, you're going to feel it in the sense of you're just going to have a bad time because you're just sit there and be like, well, I don't think these people fucking actually, it's the whole thing of, am I tolerated or am I actually enjoyed, as a person?
Right.
And that's kind of what the whole thing is just, am I enjoyed or am I otherwise? And it's like, oh, well, people will be like, oh, well, you're enjoyed by others, that's why you're here. And it's like, yeah, but the brain is a stupid bowl of tapioca pudding, doesn't know how to deal with its own fucking issues. And that's where imposter syndrome comes from. And it's a debilitating thing because everyone gets it. And that's one thing of why I wish it was talked about more in the industry, especially in entertainment, because it just, people don't seem to realize that it is super fucking common. Obscenely common. And like I feel like that's the real reason why it needs to be talked about more, is to show that these people that are super successful, that you feel like that they have everything that they could ever want from like their life, from their job, from what they do on Twitch, what they do on TV, what they do in movies, that at the end of the day, they're a person, but they could be having the same struggles as you are.
Right.
And that's the big change up.
I would like to even like add on a little bit, like they are still human. That's and people like put on the expectations of what they should be, and then it kind of gets into their head and spirals down as well.
Yeah, it's also along the line of not just feeling of that, like when I go and work with other streamers, I'm like, oh man, they have X number of followers more than me, like I should be talking to them because they're this, when in reality it's the person behind that screen just wants a friend, and if you're genuine, they'll be genuine back. But it's a lot of things that people just it spooks them because they're like, oh man, I don't want to deal with this because like I don't think I'm good enough. And that's something that just I wish was talked about more, because you are good enough. It's just the fact of your brain is the one telling you that you're not. And that's the concern.
I now actually understand what imposter syndrome is.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing of like, you're a veteran firefighter, you've done CO shit. It'd be like if you got you were getting a commendation for something that you did, and you were talked to by your hero, the person that inspired you to become a firefighter, and you're just sitting there being like, oh no, I shouldn't be talking to them because of this. And it's like, but you've earned this massive commendation. It's like, yeah, but I shouldn't be talking to them. Like, I'm not in the same fucking realm of anything as they are. But you have all these accolades. That's also a form of imposter syndrome.
So, do you guys have more you want to add on to that? With the imposter syndrome?
I mean, for imposter syndrome, I think the whole thing is that the big circle round, the whole thing is everyone has it, everyone feels it, and it's okay. I think that's really the end all be all, is that everyone feels it, everyone has it, and it's okay. And that if you push past it, you'll feel better about it. Because a lot of times it's just you fighting yourself.
Okay. So one thing I wish, and like I truthfully mean, like, and I don't mean like base level, I mean, so we've all watched some sort of fucking TV show, where like it's either like a cop drama, fire, medical, fucking military, and like they like briefly touch over like the stupid shit of like I say stupid, but like the shit that doesn't happen, like, oh, we lost an officer, we lost a cop, like, oh, now everyone's sad and they're not able to handle it. But they don't talk about like the day-to-day stressors that build up, and it's like it's not even like just on those people, it's everybody. And there's like not covered in shows is just like your base day-to-day stressors and how it affects you and how like it just will take over, and like all the other shit that like actually happens in real life, like a lot of like the shows that I watch that I have an issue with watching them just because they don't fucking, none of it's accurate.
Yeah.
But like it's only like you only see them stressed out in like moments of like severe intensity or something, like something super intense happened, versus just the general toll the job takes apart on you that leads to the breakdowns and shit. They never talk about that stuff. It's always like oh, there's just this one event. Before that, they were perfectly fine, happy, no problem. Now, oh, this one thing happened, they're fucking done. Like,
Yeah, like talking about the build up versus the tipping point kind of
Yeah.
situation where, you know, burnout doesn't happen immediately.
it doesn't happen overnight.
Which, yeah, it doesn't happen overnight, which is something that it circles back to like men's mental health, this thing that we were doing for July, as well as just like in general, because you see that with medical, along with fire and COs and Leos and everyone else in between, military included. And again, it's just something that isn't really fucking talked about that much, which is a problem. And a lot of shows romanticize it or dramatize it. And burnout is real in everything you do, including streaming and entertainment. You know, it's why when you post videos to YouTube, one of the big things that people tell you is just don't look at the negative comments. Like that's one of the first things that I got told many moons ago was just don't look at the negative comments. It's not worth it. Why? Because if you want to keep your fucking sanity, just don't. Like, just know what you did good, what you didn't do well, what you could do better, etc., and then do it better. But, like, don't let that shit get in your head, because then you will just be very upset all the fucking time. Because there will be nothing that you can do different. Especially with burnout, where eventually you'll just collapse. Which, the slow collapse from burnout is very real and very dangerous.
And, like, a big thing in, like, the fire service is, it's not one particular, like, and it's like you said, it's a burnout. It's not one car wreck, it's not one fire, it's not losing one patient, it's the entirety of its job, over whether it's you've been in it for a year or you've been in it for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But they always placated that it's just everything happens because of one reason versus everything that's led up to it. It's bullshit. They really should, like, you know, give your character the better development of, like, let people actually know their past struggles and, like, their coping and shit versus, oh, hey, this guy shot the wrong person, now he's an alcoholic who was fired from the force. Like, that shit rubbing the wrong way. Like, give your character the better chance of development and stuff versus just that.
Yeah, that's always a big one, is trying to make sure that the characters have actual depth, of that it's not just one thing, that it is multiple things, and it's all just it comes down really to just how a human is going to deal with stressors, which is never good because it's a stressor. That's kind of the whole situation there, you know what I mean? Like,
so outside of imposter syndrome, what about you, Dom?
For like burnout and stuff,
No, just in general. What's something that you wish was covered more on TV and entertainment and such?
I think this one's really big for, like, especially us as streamers and like VTubers to an extent. I know it's a bigger thing, especially in VTuber. The idol culture, I want to see that completely abolished. It's such a toxic thing. It is so unnecessary and just bad. Because people, like, they want the person they're watching to be, like, pristine, perfect, and, like, all the, like, a line of things, like, yada 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 yada. And then when they're not that, they're mad and upset that it's not like that, and or like they broke immersion. Oh no, all that. Like, the person's still human, and they should have a right to
be human.
Right to be human, but also a right to decide how they act and how they share stuff as well. And maybe they just don't want to be like viewed as said things from idol culture. I think idol culture is by far one of the most ridiculous things out there. I don't know if you guys agree entirely or
No,
like
I agree with it, but
100%.
Mindful's way more into the like people not being willing to respect their privacy and shit. Like, yeah, you know, with like when you become a streamer, an actor, a voice actor, whatever, that people are gonna want to learn more about you. They're gonna want to like try to find a way to like get close, and they're gonna try to like find the personal ways to get close. But it's like nobody talks about like how like little respected people's privacy is. I think it was I want to say it was Sylvester Stallone was out with his family just trying to like enjoy a dinner. And this was right after like the Rocky movies. And he had to leave the restaurant because as soon as one person recognized him, it was done. He couldn't sit and eat his food. He couldn't like, you know, like talk to his wife. Everyone came up asking for autographs, asking for pictures, asking him to do quotes and quotes and quotes and quotes. And it's like, dog, like, give the man some privacy. At least let him eat his meal. Like nobody like nowadays like will like let people have their privacy and the shit that they just a moment to themselves out in public. It's different if like you're at a con and like, you know, like you're recognized there. Like people are gonna be like, oh wow, it's Grimmhourproductions. He wrote this book and he's one of my favorite streamers. I'm gonna go see if I can go talk to him. Versus Grimm's trying to buy diapers and you're in the fucking diaper aisle hunting down trying to get him to give you an autograph.
Yeah, that's a big thing that people tend to do, and it happens in streaming as well, where it's like I had a person come into one of my streams that was like, hey, they basically pitched me a character they were trying to write, and they're like, is it too edgy? I was like, a touch. You know, it's not the edgiest thing I've heard, but it's like, you could do this to build depth into it, but like, I'm also trying to run my game, so I can't do it. But if you want to join the Discord, you can talk to me there. And like, trying to redirect with fucking keys sometimes. Yeah. And like, that just kind of fucking happens, you know, to an extent. So it's kind of a shit fucking sandwich, but I mean, it's what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Packer brought this up about the idol culture, and I agree. Like a big issue with idol culture is people feel like if they donate enough to streamers or famous persons, they should be owed a friendship or attention. Like,
didn't that happen with like SS Sniper Wolf, where people lost their fucking minds? They're like, I'm a tier 3 sub for X amount of months or years.
There's the one guy that was like tier 3 sub since she started, and he was being like a general creep and harassing the fucking shit out of her. So she fucking said fuck that and just blocked him. They made a whole Reddit thread about it.
Yep, it's one of those things of like, don't just because you give people stuff doesn't mean that they'll give it back. It's they want people who are going to just be like friends, genuine. Like if you're putting money into them, do it because you want to see them go farther, not because you want something out of it.
That's why when I stream, I hate when people give me money. I do this as a hobby. I don't feel like I deserve the money. Like, it's just not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah. Well,
I really don't want to pay the taxes. Okay, that's a separate issue, but I really don't want to pay the taxes.
That's a separate conversation. But, you know, but it's also the fact that, like, I tell people, like, you know, you don't have to give me subs and shit. It's nice, and if people want to do it because they want to support me, that's great. But you don't have to. And that's what I've been seeing a lot of other streamers say the same thing, is like, you being here and going through the ads and talking and, you know, just doing the reactions and having fun with it helps all of us so much more than just being like, I'm gonna put 30 subs in. You can totally do that if that's what you're sticking with, but like you don't have to, which is one thing that I just feel like people forget, is like a lot of us either do this outside of our full-time jobs, and if there are people who do this because as their only source of currency, like go support them because they need
Right. And, like the
that.
people who can't physically work, that are like
Yeah.
wheelchair bound, or like they can't physically get a job because of other disorders or medical
Exactly.
issues. They're
Like
trying to
go
do this to have
support them.
their income. Yeah.
Yeah. Do that, but then still don't
I think-
expect anything out of it. Like that's still the long and short of it. Is just because you're helping them out, don't expect anything of it.
I
Because
think an excellent example is Iron Mouse, actually, because
Yeah.
of her immune deficiency. I think that is an excellent example of this too.
Yeah, I mean, there's also plenty of people who are either, have like physical problems where like their bodies are broken. Like a friend of mine, he does this because of the fact that like he had a massive plate of glass fall on him at his last job, and it just like fucked up his entire body. And now he's a caretaker for his foother. And so it's like this is how he kind of supports himself outside of what he's getting to kind of help make the payments that he needs for his dad. And it's like those people, I go, no, go send them shit. Don't send me shit. Go send them shit. They need this, not me. Like, come here, be funny, have a fun time with me, but you don't have to send me shit. I don't need it. Like, go buy the book, go look at it, go have fun with it. But like, don't just be like, I'm gonna give you 50 subs. Don't fucking do that. Like, you can. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not your parent. I'm a sign, not a cop. But like, also, like,
I'm sorry, not a cop. What
yeah,
am I going to do?
yeah. Like, that's the whole thing of like, I'm not a cop. Like, I don't care what you do, but like, at a certain point, like, just be chill with folks. Like, that's really what it boils down to. It's just be fucking chill with people, man. Like.
That was good.
I could say another thing that I don't like some streamers saying.
I just saw the parasocial thing and I was like, huh?
Yeah, don't worry about that. I just want to hear some tea from Azzy at some point. That's all. I could say something I don't like some streamers saying, especially big ones. I don't like hearing them say that streaming's harder work than like physical labor or like a 9-to-5, because I do not believe that to be the case in any scenario.
And now, to be fair to them, it's difficult in a different sense.
I'll agree with you there. It's difficult in a different sense, but I'm talking
pain.
Like,
yeah, there are people that tend to like I almost say grammatize. It's not the right word. Over dramatize the feeling of it. But it's also in line of like there are some people who social shit's really hard, or they get drained really easy, or they have like fibromyalgia, they have fucking sickle cell, or they can't sit for a long time or whatever, that can increase the difficulty and the issues of doing it. But like on the whole, a rule that like me and the wife came up with years ago, because like even when I worked medical, her job was always way more difficult than mine. And then when I stepped out of medical and went from a trauma technician to working back in chemistry, to going and work in the kitchen and stuff like that, is we never compare jobs, which tends to make everyone a little bit more happy when you don't sit there and go, oh, my job's harder than yours, my job's harder than this. It's harder for everyone else. Someone who's been doing firefighting or construction work for decades is gonna have it way easier than someone who's done it for like a day, a week.
I do get that, but I was just talking like in a general sense. They'll say,
Mhm.
you know, streaming's so much harder than so and so.
In a
Like,
general sense, that's a bunch of bullshit, and it's
yeah,
like
that's what I was
case
just
by
trying to like.
case. Yeah.
The only
Like,
time I find streaming difficult is whenever I'm doing my stupid decisions of doing 24 hours or 25 hours or subathons. Where
That's
I know
a self-imposed challenge.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole other bag of potatoes.
You're just a masochist. I'm sorry. Like,
No, I'll accept that. I'll accept it that I'm a masochist. But
I'll fucking be the first one to say it. I'm a goddamn masochist.
Only for you lot, though. But yeah, like just like if you're doing a normal sit down where you only stream for like 2 to 3 hours or just nothing intensely crazy, like where you're purposely making it more challenging for yourself, streaming's not that hard. Like it's not like this big fucking endeavor that you can't overcome. That certain
but if you do
make it seem like that.
But if you do make it difficult for yourself, then that's also kind of your own fucking hootenanny. Like that's your own problem. Like if you're doing 12-hour shit every fucking day, like
AJ.
Fuck off.
I'm not wrong.
Listen,
one time I went to bed, I woke up, went to work, got home from work, and you were still streaming.
Was that whenever I was in between working at the hospital and? Was that recently?
You just did a random ass 25-hour stream.
Oh wait, no, hold on. It was my 32-hour stream I did.
Oh, it could have been that. I don't know. I just remember you doing that. But now that's just getting off topic. We'll stream at you about that some other time.
I'm fine.
Grab the rope and the lube. We're going in.
Fucking no. There is no we here, my friend. There is no we here. I don't know why you were using the word we. There is no we.
We ain't French, bitch. There ain't no we here.
There is no we for that.
No, but listen, it's going to be we in a second.
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely not. You fuck right off with that.
Well, we're a comedy podcast. I have to add some form of fucking funny.
We're going in. No, we're not. You shut your mouth.
You are going in. I am sitting right here.
I ain't going fucking nowhere, friend. You can pog right off. Get the fuck away from me with that.
Hey, you see that single seat over there? That is you. Go.
That is your shit. I'm gonna be over here with my shit, and we're gonna leave it at that. Thank.
So, AJ, what were you wanting to touch up on for this particular part?
Mine is my biggest one is like you don't see like the stress and shit talked about. But another thing that they don't really cover anymore, and this is where we get a little darker again. They don't talk about like you don't see too many episodes where it talks about like, and there's no easy way to say it, where they talk about like suicide and shit along suicide, because they make it seem like this is this rare thing that never happens. Whenever it happens so much more than people think. Like, I had multiple people while I was working in healthcare. We had multiple fucking people that couldn't handle the stress or the issues that were going on with their lives and took their own life. And like I said, TV makes it seem like it's not a thing that happens. It happens a lot more regularly. And like, I'm not saying, make a show where it's just a bunch of people doing that shit. But make a show where it's, or like at least bring it to the attention of like, yeah, no, these are way more common, and like there's not a lot of good ways to deal with it or process it, but it's just something that happens.
Yeah, if you want to scare the shit out of yourself, go look up the statistics of suicides per year, per country, per job. It's intense.
And then, isn't it like, oh god, I know. Oh, I knew the numbers once upon a time for the U.S. It's like 300,000. I want to say.
Hold on.
Maybe.
The
That's
average. This is from 2013. There's 49,316 suicides in that year. So let me get a calculator.
Last year it's saying 720,000 people died due to suicide.
720,000.
Suicide is the third leading cause of death amongst people between 15 and 29.
That's 1,972.6 a day.
Yeah, which is astronomical.
But yeah, like that's damn near 2,000 people a day, and it's like something that they make seem like it only happens once every blue moon, when it's clearly not the case.
Yup.
Like
And sometimes you just can't see the signs.
Yeah. And that's another bullshit thing. They always make it like this is what they're also like you're taught in school and shit, where it's like, oh, the signs of suicide are so obvious. It's you're gonna get like you're gonna see them get sad. You're gonna see them lose their work ethic. You're gonna see them giving away stuff or not show up to social events and blah 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 blah. It's like, no, most fucking certainly not, dog. It is not that simple.
Well, also, it's person to person.
Yeah. Like, as I've stated, I've had a history with depression and a failed suicide attempt. And the other day, I was telling my one friend, I'm like, hey, I'm getting rid of a bunch of shit. Do you want any of it? Because if not, it's just going to the trash. And she goes, is there any reason in particular you're just getting rid of it? And I'm like, no, I just don't want it anymore. I don't need it. It's taking up space. It's got to go. And the first thing she said to me was, are you going to kill yourself? I'm like, no, I'm just getting rid of the fucking clutter, dude. Like, I have so much shit from living on my own for 5 years. I just need shit gone. And it's like, she was like, well, you know the signs, warning signs of suicide. I'm like, at what point did I give off that like, feeling that I was going to be doing that? And it's like, they don't cover it enough, and whenever they do cover it, it's so over dramatized and shit. It's like it's ridiculous. Like that's one thing I wish that they would like cover more, like how suicide actually like takes effect into the day to day, and like how different it is for anything and everyone.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Real quick, I'm going to send something to the chat. I want you boys to look at it. It's gonna be in our DMs on like our DM chat.
Yeah, I've been seeing you type for like half an hour. I'm like, come on, AJ, just put it out there already.
just fucking say it.
Fuck
Bro,
off.
I feel like I'm being edged in GeoGuessr. If anyone's seen the GeoGuessr streams, oh my god,
They're nuts.
Dude, I'm crashing out over like how close I am sometimes.
Oh, dude, you remember that? You remember the one fucking night where I was like edged beyond fucking belief?
It was
every
so
fucking
wild.
gas, dude, for like 2 rounds. I was like fucking maybe a mile off, just getting horribly edged.
AJ, you're making me grab that. Shit.
I think we can cover it in the next episode, but I figured I'd throw it out there now because that's what I've been typing. Is I grabbed my 6 and my specific 6.
Oh, I have my 6, but it's a fucking meme team, and I'm here for it.
That's fine.
All right, perfect.
We're not gonna do
Does
it.
it have to be specific to the second part, or can? So there's the first part here, and then am I grabbing 6 for the second part, or is it
So,
6
like-
for the first and second?
Like, pick your favorite like gym team you've gone against, kind of thing. Is that what?
No. Like, so you're gonna. Everybody has their all-time favorite Pokemon, like their dream team.
Right.
So that would be your favorite 6, and then your specific gym team. So like, if you remember how we talked about, like, if you're a gym trainer.
That makes it so much easier then.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've actually already done this. Let me go find it.
Yeah. Like I said, that's not what we're gonna do here right now. Because we're saving it for Caddis, but I figure, fuck it, everybody get their 6. In this case, they're 12. So that way when we do that portion, it's not just us sitting in silence for 10 minutes looking at Pokemon. This isn't sidetracking. This is perfectly good use of the time while we're talking about topics.
It is. I just needed clarification.
Yeah. So, okay, I will say this. Only they need to bring back general life skills TV. And by that I mean, remember when we were growing up, like watching like, and I don't want to hear like the controversy behind the persons. Like, you remember like growing up and like watching Mr. Rogers or Blue's Clues, how they were actually teaching you like general life skills, like basic life skills that like you don't think you would have to learn because you've learned it, but there's some people who just somehow got to the age of 30 and don't know it. Like,
I kind of see that.
But like, so like, let me ask you it this way: at what age did you guys learn to change a tire?
When I had a car.
So at like 17.
No, I did not get a car until I was 20.
Okay, Grim.
I was a boy.
I had mine at boy fail. I had mine at 16 because I was doing after school events.
Okay, and so here's Grim. No offense, Grim. I'm going to call you out a little bit.
You
Here's
fucking son
Grim,
of a bitch.
who's older, like way older than us. Who, whenever he was in high school,
Way older. I am 8 years
Oh my
older than you.
God.
Jesus.
whenever
Whatever.
he was in high school, they didn't have the easiest access to like YouTube and shit that we did.
Holy shit.
Bro, I went to high school in the 2000s. What are you talking about? I am older than Google, but I didn't have like fucking punch card computers, you dipshit. I'm not a fucking dinosaur. Fuck.
I feel bad for Grim now. This is just brutal.
I didn't realize I was gonna get eviscerated by my friends. Shit.
I didn't do jack shit, Grim. That's all him. You
It's
cooked
all
him.
age. You cook his ass.
But no, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone nowadays.
Yes, I
falls
do
on-
know what you mean. Is that like we didn't have fucking smartphones and shit back then. It was a lot of,
That's why I
going
said
to the
ease of
computer lab
access.
and doing shit. We had ease of access. It was just we didn't have immediate access. It was not an instant gratification of information.
Yeah.
It was just kind of, you had to go look for it. You had to understand resources, where to look for stuff. A lot of the sites people use nowadays didn't exist back then. Like, there are some things that have changed, but it wasn't. And like, the library was also a super useful thing that we used a lot back then. Since I'm gonna be called fucking ancient by AJ.
I didn't call you ancient. Caddis called you ancient.
Caddis calls me ancient all the fucking time. I'm her goddamn grandpa.
But like, so shit
Yeah,
like
that's
that,
just normal.
like- and like legitimately, do you guys know how to balance a checkbook?
Yes.
What's a checkbook?
Yeah, my point.
Yeah, no, I know how to do that because I had to do that when I was a young man, and then an old man, and then a regular man, and then now it doesn't fucking exist.
But like, so
Like, it's just it's not
my-
a fucking thing anymore.
that's my point. Like, shit like that, like basic, like, and I wouldn't say balancing your checkbook is basic, but like simple shit that you have to know to survive when you get older. You're not taught it, and it's not on TV. Like, show kids how to change a tire, how to fucking plug a hole in a tire so you don't have to fully change the tire out. Show them how to apply for jobs, build their resume in a better, more constructive manner than you're sitting in a class being told this is what you're going to do and then getting told, well, you didn't do it right, so here's a fucking C-.
Yeah, and you guys are young enough to not remember that the reason school kind of fucking sucks is because of Bush Jr. George Bush Jr.
I don't know. Michelle Obama fucked up my school lunches, and I'm kind of still mad at her.
Well, that was also because of Bush. It didn't get helped later. No standing administration has really helped the fucking schools since oh my god, my brain, it just stopped working. I almost said Jamie Foxx. That's not the right fucking person. Carter.
Jamie Foxx.
Carter.
Yeah, I was about to say Jamie Foxx isn't in prison.
I know. That's why I was like, that's incorrect.
I thought the only sucking that happened to presidents was Monica Lewinsky.
I swear to God.
We're going to get taken down. It's over, guys.
That's it. We're gonna, in the words of Castell Rose, we're gonna open your fucking colon.
I thought that was me.
You know, I'm gonna let Dom open your colon.
I think he'd allow it. Though.
Dom's gonna bury the head somewhere.
But no, that's a real reason why school's kind of fucking dog shit for a lot of people is because of Bush Jr. and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because they really kind of screwed the pooch on standardized testing, standardized schooling, and it kind of led down a rabbit hole of a lot of things not being super kosher. So,
like at my school,
throw that shit.
We had a class. It was a 9-week class as part of your senior year. Keep in mind, I'm saying senior year that they're trying to teach this, and it was like financial
fucking fiscality, knowledge, econ, whatever. Yeah,
like 6 fucking titles jammed into 9 weeks. We spent 1 week learning how to balance your checkbook, open a bank account, and do your taxes all in 1 week.
That's not enough time.
Yeah, and you want to know what the other 8 fucking weeks of that course was? Applying to colleges. Not how to get the loan, not how to apply for financial aid, literally just applying to colleges.
Or how to read the contract of those loans to make sure you're not going to get screwed over, which is kind of fucking important.
Or, explaining, like, the fucking, explaining how, like, interest and shit works.
Yeah.
So, like, I wish that they would, like...
I don't like saying this one, but, like, is it because I'm Asian that I know how interest works really well?
Is it because I'm Asian?
Oh, well, I'm canceled and the podcast is canceled.
Yeah, apparently we're just getting canceled because of Dom. Thanks, Dom.
Yeah, no problem. I got you guys.
Thanks, bud. Big preach.
We get it. You know numbers. You didn't have to say it out loud.
Didn't have to fucking say it, dick.
I'm just saying, man, it just kind of makes sense.
It just kind of makes sense, he says.
But no, like, that's...
Lord.
That's like shit that, like, they... Like, I'm not saying you're gonna put your 6-year-old in front of the TV and he's gonna watch a show about how to balance a checkbook. But, like, like, when you're, like, in your fucking teenage years and you actually need to, like, learn life lessons, let me go to channel 497 and watch the fucking day-to-day life show where... Today's episode, we're going to show you how to change your tire. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to understand principal loans and interest.
What's funny is that actually sparked a massive change in YouTube content, actually, because there was a guy who started doing it who didn't have a dad growing up, and so a lot of his videos are focused on skills that your dad would teach you.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, because he has a video where he was showing people how to do a tie and, like, all the ways you can do it.
Yeah.
And it was, like, literally, like, so many guys were like, dude, thank you so much. I never knew how to do this shit. And, like, there was literally the one guy who was like, thank you, this helped me out so much before my wedding. And my wife was so proud of me for learning to do my tie because her dad couldn't do it for me because his hands weren't working and shit.
Yeah, it's small shit like that. It's it's why social skills as humans is super fucking important, and why I will preach it till the day I fucking die. Is like, you have to be able to like talk with people about shit, and then like share that kind of fucking knowledge, because that shit's kind of fucking important, you know? It's like,
But and we just, like I said, it doesn't even have to be like anything crazy. Like, it's not like you need the in-depth fucking 432-hour infomercial about fucking, this is a bank. This is how you get into a bank. Like,
this is a bank. Just
banks were founded back in 1492.
Way earlier than that, but we got
for a loan. Like,
yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Tell me how to do loan things.
Like, just like make it like a basic life skill that people can sit and watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
My personal favorite is sitting down with my grandpa watching the fucking hunting and fishing shows that he just has on 24/7. I'm like, yeah, this is a good time. This is what I need to do right now.
But like, dude, like that's like honestly it too. Like, I'd sit with my grandpa and would watch like hunting shows with him, but he watched like very specific hunters and only watch those hunters because they actually explained like how to properly also take apart their rifle, clean it, how to mount their scopes and like sighting their scopes, and, deal with like their bows and shit. Like, he watched hunters who would teach versus just sit out in the woods, talk while they're in the woods, waiting for a fucking deer or a bear or some shit to show up, and then shoot it. Be like, oh no, this is close to the record set back in like the fucking 80s. Like that shit pisses me off. Like, we need to actually be able to re-educate the youth, and they're not doing that. They're literally putting on so much fucking brain rot. I hate it.
Oh, you mean like the iPad kids nowadays? That shit's fucking bad.
So, hold on one second. But like, at work, at the jail, do you know what TV show is on in just about every single fucking block that I walk into?
Is it the news?
No.
Is it Family Feud? Because that'd be fucking hilarious.
I mean, Family Feud is on there a lot, but no. Think of a brain rot TV show.
Uncle Grandpa.
No.
That's a really bad one. I don't blame you for saying that one.
That is fucking brain rot at its core, though.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Oh,
No.
God. Is it like...
No, it's ridiculousness. Like...
Is that the show Ridiculousness?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
It's literally, they take clips from the internet and just watch people do either really, really cool, impressive things, or just absolutely eat shit while doing it.
Wasn't there a show that used to be like that?
I think you're thinking of the hit TV, the hit movies, Jackass.
Well, there's that, but I swear to God, MTV fucking had something too. America's Funniest Home Videos. That's what it was.
AMV
Alpaca's
and
got
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was routine versus ridiculousness. You see people getting drunk and like throwing up, or like literally like getting folded like a lawn chair, or getting fucking destroyed by animals, and it's just such brain rot. Yeah, it's funny, but like, come on.
Come on, you can do better than that.
If nobody has anything else that they want to touch on that we want to see brought back to fucking entertainment or just talked about in entertainment, we're at the 50-minute marker. Yay, nay.
I think I'm good. I think I'm
we're
good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't think there's much I could add on to whatever we got.
No, I think we covered like actual like key points of like how fucking stupid shit is. Alrighty. Well, that does it for the 9th episode of the Beers, Beards, and Bullshit podcast. Quick, talk about politics. No.
Nope, not on this one.
Nope.
Not on this podcast.
At least not while I'm live. Yeah. I am Beers.
I'm Beards.
Bullshit.